Good morning and welcome to the Community Roundtable on 92 ZEW and Sports Radio 105.5 WNSP. I'm your host, Pablo. If you'd like to join us on the Roundtable to talk about happenings with your civic group, nonprofit organization, or just talk about things happening in and around the community, you can always get on the Roundtable by giving me a call at 251-438-5460. You can email me, Pablo at 92zew.net. And our first guest this morning, a first-timer to the Community Roundtable. So we'll try to be gentle with the Road Runner, a.k.a. Kristen Lindell from the Mobtown Riders. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning.
Now, you guys have a very cool event coming up. This is the first time I'm hearing about it, but apparently this has happened once before.
Correct.
The Wheels for Wilmer Hall ride coming up. Now, that is going to be March 22nd.
Correct.
And what exactly is going on with the Wheels for Wilmer Hall?
Well, Mobtown Riders, about a year ago, decided to adopt a local charity. We wanted to put on a fundraiser. We wanted to keep the money local, and we wanted to show what Mobtown Riders was all about. And we selected Wilmer Hall, which is the local children's home here in Mobile off of Old Shell Road. And we decided that was a charity worth our time and efforts, so we decided to put together the first Wheels for Wilmer Hall last year. Mm-hmm. And our second one, like you said, will be the 22nd, this on Saturday, for Wilmer Hall again this year. It's a dice run.
Now, what is a dice run? I've heard of a poker run. What is a dice run?
They're similar. We have several stops that each rider will go to, similar to a poker run. Mm-hmm. At each stop, the riders will have a card. They'll roll 5 dice, and the dice will be added up and written on their card, and they'll move on to the next stop. So at the end of the ride, the highest and the lowest scores on those cards will be awarded prizes.
Oh, there you go. Very cool. Now, this starts up Saturday, March 22nd, 10 a.m. at the Wilmer Hall Children's Home, located on Old Shell Road. Now, if you don't know where that is, I don't know how you couldn't if you've lived in Mobile any amount of time, but it's a half mile west of I-65 up Old Shell Road once you start going up the hill. And now all modes of transportation are welcome. I don't have to be a motorcycle rider?
That's correct. You can be in a truck, a car, a bicycle, a golf cart. We don't particularly care how you get to all the stops. All the money is going to go to Wilmer Hall. So if you want to come and register and do the route, then you're welcome to show up and register. Registration starts at 10 a.m.
Very cool. So I can bring my broken down Suburban and limp along from stop to stop.
That's correct.
All right, good deal. Now, it's just $20 per hand. That gets you in, and you got a chance to win some great prizes, but you got to get registered, right?
Yes.
How do people go about doing that?
You register the day of the ride at Wilmer Hall, starting at 10 a.m. We have last bike and or car and or bicycle out at 11 a.m. To head off to whichever stop you choose to go to first. There's a total of 4 stops, not counting our end stop, which is Boondocks Bar and Grill.
Mm-hmm. Now, the stops are All Sports Bar and Billiards, American Legion Post 76, Sherry Lee's out in Theodore, and Mary's Restaurant and Lodge out on Lot Road and 8 Mile, then back to Boondocks, and that's where basically the big after party happens there, right?
Correct. That's where all the fun really starts to happen for us, and where we bring everybody together. Starting at Wilmer Hall, everybody will be able to meet the children when they come for registration. But once we get to Boondocks, that's where we tally the cards. We have 2 great bands coming, the Perry Wall and Chico and Chris.
Oh, you gotta love Chico and Chris.
Yes, and they volunteered their time. They are so awesome, and I hear that they're going to try and get a little competition going between the two, so we'll see. It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, either one of those bands are seriously worth paying money to see.
Yes.
So when you can see them both, as part of something like this, why wouldn't you?
We were so honored when both of them agreed to come and play the benefit for us. We were kind of blown away. We weren't expecting it, so we greatly appreciate their support.
Absolutely. Fantastic people. Along with being talented musicians, they are fantastic people.
They are.
Props to them for getting involved. Now, lots of other things will be happening as well. You'll have the live music, but then you got auctions and door prizes and all sorts of stuff.
We've got a 50-50 raffle that we'll have going. We'll have door prizes. Everyone will get a door prize ticket at registration, but we'll have more tickets available for purchase. And then we'll also have an auction, and we have some great items that have been donated to us for the auction. But from our riders alone, we have 2 adult beverage coolers.
Nice.
That will be auctioned off. We have a 40-inch tall porcelain doll that's been donated. Iron Harley Davidson sign. We have Omni has donated some personal training as well as a membership. Planet Fitness has donated memberships. It just goes on and on. We have so many gifts and door prizes. Homewood Suites has just offered us a group rate for anybody that's coming in from out of town. It's a king suite, so it's a bedroom and a living room.
Nice.
We've put the link up on our Facebook page. People can use that link, or they can call and ask for the Mobtown Riders Wilmer Hall rate. And Homewood Suites has designated a set of rooms for anybody that's coming in for the ride.
Absolutely. That's very cool of them. And that brings up a good point. It is hard to put something like this on without the community getting involved, especially local businesses.
Yes.
And I know you guys have a ton that have just really just dove in with, both feet first and just jumped right in to help you guys.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to get all our sponsors on the T-shirts. We had so many people reach out to us.
Fantastic.
Riders for Riders is a great organization that's partnered with us and has become a sponsor for this ride. Thompson Engineering, Dixie Pools, Automotive Performance Center, Talbot's Fine Jewelry, just a few of probably about 30 or 40 sponsors. We're trying to give them props on our website, so anybody can go to our website, mobtownriders.com. They can see all of our vendors. Stone Arms, he's an arms dealer right there by Boondocks, so anybody can walk right over to his shop and visit the day of the
He
ride.
may even let you park in his parking lot if you need to.
He would probably let us park in the parking lot. I'm positive he would let us use his parking lot.
There you go. And of course, this is all to benefit Wilmer Hall. And if you're not familiar with Wilmer Hall, I don't imagine there are many people who have lived in Mobile for any length of time who don't know about Wilmer Hall, but tell those who wouldn't know.
Wilmer Hall is actually getting ready to celebrate their 150th anniversary.
150? Wow.
That's how long they've been taking care of children in the local community. And what they do is they have children that stay with them that have no place to go, and by no choice of their own, have no home. They take them in and care for them. All these children, go on to public schools, and they make sure that they have their uniforms, a roof over their head. They get a good education, and just give them a great, loving family environment where they can grow and know that they have family there to take care of them. And Mobtown's very proud to be part of the family for those children.
Absolutely. I can actually speak to experience on this. I knew someone growing up, a young girl, and came from a family that had a lot of problems. And, from one step to another, she ended up at Wilmer Hall. And it really was the home that she didn't have before. And it enabled her to focus on getting through high school, and she's done great with her life, but I can look back, as an outsider and say, wow, had Wilmer Hall not been there for her, that never would have happened.
And
God
they
knows what would have
continue
happened.
They continue to grow and get more children. And I don't think a lot of people realize that Wilmer Hall gets no state or federal funding.
Wow, really? I did not
Correct.
know that.
The only way they're able to do this is for all of the organizations like us that raise money for them and put on events. They have a pancake event coming up. They have to raise all of their money to take care of these children. So Mobtown has also provided assistance, where we took presents over at Christmas time. We do a school drive and take over school supplies when school gets ready to start. But, they need a lot of partners to continue to do what they do. And we're just so proud to be part of that.
Absolutely. Well, the 2014 Wheels for Wilmer Hall, again, coming up Saturday, March 22nd, 2014. That's coming up just a week or so away. So you need to make your plans. Be there 10 a.m. for the registration at Wilmer Hall Children's Home on Old Shell Road. Then the ride begins.
Correct.
You're gonna hit Pleasant Valley Road. You're gonna hit Duval Street. You're gonna hit Theodore. You're gonna hit 8 Mile, and then back to Boondocks over on Airport Boulevard, and that's where the big after party is. And it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. And I don't know that I've ever been to a party with a bunch of bikers that wasn't a lot of fun.
I know.
You guys kind of have a reputation for having good parties.
People just gravitate to us. So and it's not all bikers. We all have families, and all of our families will be there at the end of the ride. Many of us have children that are able to drive, so they'll drive around to the stops. They're a big part of putting this ride on for us, and they'll all meet us at the end. So we're all about family. That's why it made Wilmer Hall a perfect charity for us, because it's about children. It's about helping children have a future and doing something, because they are our future, and bikers, and I think everyone, but a big community of bikers is always about the children and the family. So
absolutely. Bikers historically have gotten a bad name for being a somewhat rowdy bunch. But, today's bikers are actually, trust me, they're still a lot of fun, I assure you. But, a much more socially conscious group, and the people that you might not even think of, as bikers, you never know. They may whip the leather out and get out there and crank up the hog and get on the road. So, but this does bring up a great opportunity to mention something we have touched on here on the Community Roundtable before, and Saturday the 22nd would be a great day to take that extra care to watch out for a biker on the road.
Yes.
Safety and bike safety in Alabama. Alabama leads the nation in motorcycle fatalities. So this would be a great opportunity. Keep an eye out. You see a big squad of bikes coming up, that's the Wheels for Wilmer run.
Exactly.
Give them a little extra leeway. Make sure you're not creating a safety hazard, and that you're checking your blind spot before you move over. I mean, I'm sure you guys see this stuff all the time.
Everybody hears probably the slogan, look twice, and that's usually what it takes. If you look once, you might not see that bike coming down the road, but as long as you take that second look, by that point maybe we've gotten into your vision where you can see us. A lot of people complain about the loud pipes on bikes, but the reason they're there is to make sure people hear us. If you can't see us, maybe you'll hear us. But Old Shell Road is a difficult road to maneuver, and of course that's where we need everybody to go to register for Wilmer Hall. So we need a lot of people to be looking out for us and be careful. Just wait an extra second when they see the bike coming. Give us a moment to get by or get around you.
Absolutely, I don't mind the loud noise from a bike.
Right.
All right, if you've got glass packs on a Honda Civic, like the guy who drives up and down Howlett Street every day, all right, that guy, I'm like, really? Right. Well, what was the point of that? You're not fooling anyone.
Right. See, we actually have a reason to be loud.
That's right. All right, the 2014 Wheels for Wilmer Hall, again, coming up Saturday, March 22nd at Wilmer Hall Children's Home, and all the proceeds are going to go to benefit Wilmer Hall. So this is a fantastic project. Again, 3811 Old Shell Road is where you'll find Wilmer Hall. You can register there on site, and all modes of transportation are welcome, whether you ride a bike or you just want to drive your Honda Civic with your glass packs, whatever. Drive your limousine, ride your bicycle. Maybe you're just a runner.
We
you're
would
one of those
love
crazy
to
runner
have a
people that
limousine
can
show up.
If you're one of those crazy runners that can do 40 miles in a day or whatever, by all means, come and run the route.
That's right. They can run the route. And it's a shotgun start, so they can go to whatever stop they want at whatever time they want to make the stop.
There you go. And it's just $20 to get involved. And again, you can win some very cool prizes. Party with the Perry Wall and Chico and Chris later that night out at Boondocks Bar and Grill. It's going to be a fantastic event, and hope to see you guys out there. Kristen, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Or I should call you Roadrunner.
Roadrunner.
That's what everybody knows.
That's how they know me.
Gotcha. Do you actually have like a Roadrunner on your jacket or something?
I do.
Nice. So now if I see you in traffic, I'll know it's you under that helmet.
Well, it's on the front, so you might not see it. You're going to see my Mobtown Riders on the back.
There you go. All right. Good work from the Mobtown Riders.
Thank you.
Looking forward to you guys continuing the good work and having a good time while you do it.
Thank you.
We'll be right back on the Community Roundtable here on 92 Zoo and Sports Radio 105.5 WNSP.